piece where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play, this is one of them.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to pass. It's McNabb. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got a man, it's Eakin.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. The give on the option. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. At the 45 on his way. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Ducks have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Stepping to the right. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. They stop him at the 23. Good pickup, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll bring up 4th down. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Firing to the right, complete. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal of where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going...
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Oregon! The extra point here would tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. It's complete to the right.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Benjamin. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking for a big play. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game.
Here's a little room there. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Irish! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to pass, it's McNabb. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th down attempts, they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Here's a 1st down, but there is no time to lose as this offense gets to the line quickly.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. The sure hands, it's Clark. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Ducks! Roll into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Handoff to the lone back. Maybe a crease. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And 3rd down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the 1st down.
Listen, just to be on the field on 3rd down as a running back means you've got to be...
He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Running inside, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 20. All the way. Touchdown Ducks. You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
Here's the return from inside the 25. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. Snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Got his man on the right. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
The snap sets up to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw it again. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Zings it complete to the right. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. So now on comes the field goal unit. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Right down the boulevard. They take a 4-point lead here in the second.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the third quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Quick release on the RPO. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Keeps it on the bootleg. It's complete on the right side. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do well. First and goal, and the defense, their head's spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on.
Got it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
And I like when offenses understand, man, when I get down here in this part of the field really shrinks in the red zone. Get the ball to your playmaker, and sometimes he'll make things happen. And he did there. Got a nice game, didn't get in the end zone. Now your decision. What do you want to do on fourth down?
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Right on target the first time, now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Absolutely perfect. That'll push this lead out to a touchdown at 27-20.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Wants to throw. It's McNabb. Pressure coming. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on third down. Makes a catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter play. There's some room. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Here's a hit. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's McNabb. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. Maybe some room here. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Finds his big tight end. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen.
Number 0, set to kick it away.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Oh, sticks that big mitt up there and grabs it.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that last one.
Dropping back, it's McNabb. Throws to the tight end. Got a man, it's Clark. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. working that left side. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. Gonna look downfield again. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Fitted in the window for the score. The Ducks with the answer.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Dropping back, it's McNabb. He's got it for the 2-point conversion. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. Pocket breaking down. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Unloads it left. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. Taking it the other way. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
To the air, it's McNabb. Under fire. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Going for 6. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He might want another play. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. Might have a chance. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Going to the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Moving out to the right. On the move, he fires. It's caught downfield. He's got the 1st down, and they'll be able to run it out from here. Defense gets the timeout called. 20. lining up to kick off and get this one started. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to the ground with the running back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Motion from the wideout. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab, it's Johnson. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step. And if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Turning it on! Smashes through the tackle. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Might be looking to run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Fires to the tight end. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Floats it out in space. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Back open in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the third down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Irish. Extra point here will tie the game. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Trying to impose their will with the run. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God to this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Fourth down, Sellers. Looking deep. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Looking downfield on first down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job. There's no gain on the play.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from him. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, get him to the ground for no gain.
Got enough space. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They go play action with Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. They'll run it. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Play fake, Sellers. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Sellers. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And defensive guys are taught to really work through the hands of the wide receiver. Whenever the ball's starting to come, I'm trying to smash that thing down as soon as the wide receiver's trying to catch it. If we both try to catch it, a lot of times you see those contested catches by the offensive player. Nice job by the defense, knocking it down, getting the ball on the ground.
Looking to the big tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Tight end now in motion. Again, it's Sellers. Oh, they're after him. And they gambled in their own. for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Benjamin. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. Picks up the first down. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
The Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Running inside, it's Jackson. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Got his man to the left. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
QBs like this are so hard to defend. They know what you're doing, and they're getting the ball out fast. They knew they had the corner route. Take advantage. Hit it right now.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Snagged it in the end zone and put points on the board.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd now.
Give to the single back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Third and long, I'm thinking bring in extra DBs, play for the pass, rush the passer, and this offense flips the script, runs the football right at him. Nice job by this offense catching him off guard, making the big play, getting the first down with the run.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. This time he wants to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going for it all. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the secondary.
Escapes the pressure to his right. And he'll just get rid of that one. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Punts it out of the air. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he...
There's a crease. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. Its return is stopped short of the 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Fires left. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
Under fire. He's open on the right. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Longhorns, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end.
There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Out to the races. The 20. Inside the slippery slide, found his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. He's loose. Into the house. Touchdown, Texas.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Now adjusting. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires downfield. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. That offensive line is putting those golden domes on the defense and starting to move the ball on the ground.
And we can go back so many years, and the coaches may change, but the brand of Notre Dame is what it is. They're going to be physical. They're going to run the football. That's who they are, and that's how they're built.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
The short hands, it's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Irish!
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he tacks on the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. Runs through a man. He might have space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Wants to throw it again. Just a short pass to the tight end. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Throwing right with the catch. It's Johnson. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And the Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Fires to the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll run the counter. Finding some room.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
To the air on second down. Escapes the pressure going right. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Intercepted, and he's got a convoy with him. Touchdown, Texas! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And listen, sometimes I put these quarterback hits squarely on the offensive line, and they should be. But right there, man, that dude had an eternity in the pocket. Had plenty of time to survey the field. Man, he's got to get rid of the football. Check it down. Do something to make a positive play, not just sit back there until you get punished.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy that, remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Quarterback making checks. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, going to the air. He's going to let it go. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Finds a man in the middle, and he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Man, this has been a fun one to watch, guys. Like, this is quarterback play at a high level. It's fun to watch guys that are executing, that are going through their progressions, making big play after big play. Both these guys, you got to tip your cap because the quarterback play so far today has been absolute.
Could be an alley. They finally knock him down. What a great pitch and run on the option.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out in the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitch.
And he's in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The extra point here would tie the game. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The run inside. It's Jackson. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll ride the hot hand. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it over.
Here's a little room there. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions.
Turning it on. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
Gotta have it here on 4th down. Let's it fly. Touchdown Longhorns! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy and it falls incomplete.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Down of possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Right down the middle. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's down immediately, but they convert on 4th down and keep the drive alive. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a 1st down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires.
Well, we're here late in the game, and this offensive line is still getting the job done. He had all day long to throw that football here. In the 4th quarter, these guys haven't slowed down, but just not able to come up with a completion.
Got to have a touchdown right here, and this will be the final play of regulation. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Baylor Bears. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, even though they will have a home field advantage, Coach told me before the game, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
off the boot, looking for his man. Finds his man. Pulled down for the tackle.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Quick handoff. Maybe a crease. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. He rifles one deep to the left. He's got it on the outside. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And this offense proves on this opening drive, they are going to take shots. They find the big wide receiver out right. Dude, the go route is one of the hardest routes to defend. They throw it up. Their guy makes the play and gets the touchdown. This offense strikes first.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Jackson. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
On his feet at the 40. Finds a seam. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Baylor! He got him loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And they tacked on the extra point. Makes the catch inside his 30, and here he comes. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. On the option. He'll toss it. There's some room. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. This time he wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. It'll be incomplete, trying to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Stop right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
He'll pitch it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Throwing, Sellers. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Using his legs, it's Jackson. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get...
Touchdown Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
From the gun, he leads it with the back. Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to the run. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Ara Parseghian, Knute Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running.
Sprinting away. They bring him down, a big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you could tell he made them pay with a big gain down the field.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this team's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
You know, I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that 4th down, and, of course, they go out and get it.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Offense changing the play. On 4th down, looking to pass. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Baylor. off and get this one started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Inside, it's Jackson. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Edwards. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that's a first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. They just keep firing. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Could not make his way to the corner.
A nice job by the quarterback there working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Jackson. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Got a man in the middle. Goes down immediately, but that's just what they needed. It'll be a first down.
Man, that's a really fun toy to have. When you can go 5 wide and use your running back, man, and make them have to cover him with a bigger body, a guy that he's faster than, but a guy that can now run routes. And you see these running backs, man, they've developed so well in their route running. Nice route, on the same page with this quarterback. They have a nice connection right there.
Snaps it in the shotgun. Here's a heat. And down he goes.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we're going to bow up. Nice job on first down, stop him. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wide receiver going in motion. And they can't make the play on third down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The give to the lone running back. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he could not get loose on the run.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Here comes the heat. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Looking for room at the 40. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Running inside, it's Jackson. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough, and there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. The Cougars will use their first time out here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're not into 3s, they want 6s, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. Now the toss. Maybe some room here. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And that's exactly how you draw it up, and that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me, I'm the first option. Bam, next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
A 10-yard loss on the play. Brings up
Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. Here's the return from inside his 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find the lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half for this defense.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime. They couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on 3rd, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Unloads to the wideout and wings it incomplete.
Well, I did not have this on my bingo card, guys, but being one of the most talented quarterbacks in college football, to be under 50% completions in this game, nobody saw that coming. He has not been able to find his rhythm, and he looks frustrated.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They get to him as he throws.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half. Around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Looking for space. It's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Takes the easy one to the back. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career.
Might have a chance. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape. So the offense definitely taking care of their business.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Firing to the right, complete.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Harbor. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick.
Got a little grass. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. The Cougars with the immediate response.
I tell you what, when you give me that kind of effort, I'm going to find you more often. What a layout. QB throws the football a little bit in front of him. He had to dive and go make the catch. He lays out, secures the catch through the ground. Remember, got to catch it all the way through the ground. Nice effort by that receiver there.
Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. That pass is incomplete.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here come the Irish, back on offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure. Oh, he's got some space. And what a huge chunk. strong kick to get this one underway. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Great place to start for this offense. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the play.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long, putting them in a great position to be successful.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. From the gun, give on the inside. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Well, there weren't a lot of guys in the box defensively on that 2nd and long play, so you see the offensive line, they're able to get downfield, get a hat on a hat, and then help lead to that successful play.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. He's looking downfield to throw. Touchdown, Irish! He got it, beat down inbounds. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it to the right side. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll go right back to him. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's got an open man. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Final play of the quarter coming. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. He's got him this time. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The unproductive first down completion now brings up second and long.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Picked off to stop the threat. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Will kick this away to get us going. Return starts from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. On the ground, it's Jackson. Open field ahead. Breaks into the clear. They can't stop him. The 30. At the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Irish. A tough run all the way to the end zone. What determination. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So the false start will back them up, sets up a 1st and 15 now. They're going to run it here. Crosses the 25. He's got space. They've got him at the 48, but that's a 1st down.
They've got to change something up on defense because this defensive line is just not holding up. They're not winning at the line of scrimmage. These are huge, massive holes being created by the O-line, and the back is just taking advantage of it. They're going to have to commit more resources to stopping the run.
Short pass finds the tight end. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Well, it's another 1st down on this series, and they're doing a great job. This quarterback continues to see the defense really well and get the ball out on time. Now, once you're in the scoring area, you just can't take a sack and don't force the ball down the field.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. So 2nd and 6 now. He'll pick up 4 on 1st. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Quick throw complete to the tight end. He'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down. And the Tigers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Putting toward the end zone. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
They'll return it from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. Steel Farms is ready to a decent game before they get him down. The 8-yard completion makes it 2nd and 2. The opportunity for the play caller here to be a little bit aggressive. Ball handed off. Looks like Notre Dame will have the 1st down.
I'm a big fan of this back. You can tell he understands the game. He understands situations. You can see he knows where he needs to get, and he's able to get the line to gain, move the chains for a 1st down.
First down and 10. That play moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The false start will back him up 5 yards. Now it's 1st and 15. Here's the handoff. Sees an opening. He's swarmed by the defense. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Tries the right with a quick throw. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play.
They better find a way to pressure this quarterback because he's just sitting back there with nobody in his face. If he's got time, he's going to rip them apart, and he does here on third down. They're able to move the chains. This is a nice job, yes, but the defense has got to change something up front.
Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down, and here the defense does a great job on first.
Makes the catch and has space. Touchdown, Notre Dame. This quarterback on fire today.
What I love about this throw is that it is on time, and when you're on time, you can complete the ball in tight windows, you can allow 4 yards after the catch, all of it, and here they're able to get the completion for the touchdown. Beautiful job by this quarterback.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Incomplete. Tried to find the receiver there. Just missed him.
Just not quite on the same page. There are some days you get to the park and it's just not working, and this is just an incompletion that I can't explain.
He's got a crease. He's in the... here he goes. And he steps out of bounds. A big play, an exciting end to this first quarter. As we hit the quarter break, Notre Dame has the lead. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Dropping back, it's Mateer. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage. Trying to find some room. It's Hawkins. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. And the coach has made the call, needing to extend this drive. The offense is out there to go for it. Trying for a fourth down completion. Looking deep down the left side. Makes the catch inside the 10-yard line. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal. Off the big play, they're pounding on the door here. First and goal. Touchdown, LSU. He runs it into the end zone. Looks like a designed run all the way, and the big guys up front do a great job for the touchdown.
Chris, these types of plays and these schemes are such an advantage for the offense. You're adding that extra player to the run game by having your quarterback carry the football, and it's so difficult to adjust for a defense. And that physicality of that O-line, you're exactly right. They're winning the line of scrimmage, and it's an easy touchdown.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved him right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Catch made across the middle by the running back. Powering through the defender. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
This is a no-chance play as a quarterback. This defensive end is getting off the ball so quickly. He is electric. That first step, he gets to the quarterback so quick, he's got nothing to do but protect the football, and thankfully for the offense, he's able to do so.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
When we talked with the coaches, they said this was their concern. Their offensive line trying to hold up against this pass rush. And here, right away, they've got the quarterback under duress.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And here's the return. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Good throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Brought down, but broken tackle to produce a solid gain there.
This was one of the things that was really concerning to this defensive staff is that he is so good after the catch and hard to bring down. And you can see right here he's able to secure the ball and then get some yards after the catch, breaking tackles in the process.
They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
But crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down.
Now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Able to convert on 3rd down. Gives him a fresh set of downs from the 22.
Well, this is the advantage of a good quality big tight end is that he can basically just post up the defense on a 3rd down and you create a first down for your offense. This is the type of mismatch that I think they should exploit the rest of the day.
Now it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it.
That is a poor decision by this quarterback. That's not the matchup that you want. The coverage is tight. Really should have been intercepted. I think the quarterback got away with that one. Sigh of relief from that offensive coordinator that that's not a turnover.
Looking to throw. It's Mateer. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They'll bring him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 9-yard line. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Oh, the pocket collapsing. It's incomplete in the end zone, but a penalty marker on the play. Let's see what this is about. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First play of the second half is a handoff. They test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
I tell you, you got to play well on third down. That's the money down for a quarterback. To be honest, Chris.
Sorry to interrupt, Joel, but this offense is going to go for it on fourth down on their own side. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. The offense will recover, but it's way short of the first down and a turnover on downs. The coach's choice to go for it does not pan out.
Man, I love this pass rush. They are aggressive and they are fast. And here they're able to even get to the football. That is such a lucky bounce for this offense and this quarterback. And he falls on it to retain possession.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Tackle made inside the 10. They'll spot the ball at the 7.
Man, this is tough sledding down here when you get into these goal-to-go situations, continuing to try to run the football. It is about movement and leverage. This offensive line has got to get low. They got to keep those legs moving, and these running backs, I tell you what, get behind your pads and get physical.
Second down and goal upcoming. Trying for the touchdown, they'll test the left side. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they jump on top here in the second half.
This is exactly what you're trying to do, is take advantage of quality situations. And here they're set up with great field position. You walk on the field as a quarterback specifically, and you're telling your guys, we got to punch this in the end zone. That's exactly what they did.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Dropping back, it's Mateer. The pressure's on. Contact as he threw it. The sure hands. It's Smith. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
I just love to see it, Chris, is when a quarterback stands in there, he knows he's going to get hit, and he still makes a good throw for a completion. That is the toughness and the courage that allows you to be a leader on the sideline. Everybody looking at that quarterback, and they know he's willing to stand in there and take one in the chops.
Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. And the quarterback features the wide receiver. He's been one of the few bright spots for this offense today. Joe, can you make a play to make up this deficit?
Well, I think he might have to, Chris, because as you suggested, there just isn't much going right for this offense at this point, other than the matchup you've got on the outside. He's creating space. He's been reliable with his hands. That's where you can move the football. You might as well sit right there because that's what's working.
After the incompletion, second down now from the 35. And he drops back in the gun. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. He hands it off from the gun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, somebody needs to tell this quarterback that there is a P in the RPO. That's clearly a pass read. He gives it to the back, and they're all over it. The defense...
Sorry to interrupt, Joel, but this offense is going to go for it here on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? He made the tackle, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs.
Having a running back that can catch the ball out of the backfield is such a weapon. Here, this route over the middle, the defense sinks. It's an easy completion, and then you pick up the first down. This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
To the air, it's Mateer. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They could complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. He goes down quickly, but comes up with a nice interception.
I always wonder, Chris, just how quickly these quarterbacks can forget about a mistake.
Welcome to the National Championship game at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish against the Arizona Wildcats. Kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Return starts from inside the 5. Oh, the ball on the ground. Oh, and it's recovered by the kicking team. A special teams disaster and a turnover on the first play.
It feels like in big games, special teams mistakes are always magnified. And here, after the run, he puts it on the ground. And now it's a turnover, and this offense is going to be right back on the field. And they give their defense no rest after that turnover.
The offense starts with a short field. They'll try the right here. Has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. They draw first blood in this national title game. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Using his legs, it's Jackson. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Keeping the defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
Offense getting set. It's second down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They'll run it to the right side. And they'll stop him short at the line to gain.
Offensively, they've got to find a way to run the football with more efficiency. If they're unable to do so, it will be a long day.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short in the 27. To throw, it's Rayner. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
Well, this defense better not get too comfortable. They threw it on 3rd and 1 because they're likely going for it on 4th and 1.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. On a tackle made, but it's enough for a 1st down. He'll be ruled down, but has enough for a 1st down with plenty to spare. The Wildcats come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. There's the handoff. Got an opening here. Breaks. Here he goes. He goes out of bounds, close to the 25.
Chris, coming in, we knew that the strength of this offensive line was the right side, and they prove it here. Great blocks, allowing the running back to get to the perimeter, and now you've got to set up those perimeter blocks, which he's able to do for a big gain.
Gonna run it. It's Durham. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Wide open downfield. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Big completion like that early in the game is huge for the quarterback's confidence. Now you feel like you can do that over and over and over again. This play caller needs to start putting the ball in his hands now. You build the momentum through a completion like that. You got to utilize it. Go back to that well.
Looking downfield. It's Rayner. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Past the 50. Now the 40. Inside the 20. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. The defense comes up huge in this championship game. Listen to the crowd.
The field position has to change your mentality as a quarterback. They're in field goal range, Chris, and he's got to make sure that he's conservative with the ball. If he feels like he's got 3 points in his pocket, he puts it in harm's way, and not only is it picked, but it's taken back for 6. What a return in the athleticism from this secondary.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game.
Man, seeing a passing game in rhythm is so fun to watch. And here, this quarterback is clearly in rhythm, playing with a lot of confidence. And he gets this ball all the way down the field. It's a nice play by the wide receiver. It's just great execution all the way around.
Makes the catch. It's Jackson. He's in the clear. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Arizona. They begin to fight back here in this championship game. And now here comes the point after attempt.
I don't think you could be a great offense in modern football without a running back that can catch it out of the backfield. What a great job of the quarterback understanding the coverage, finding his open man, and that's a touchdown to the back.
They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Puts it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Fights through a tackle.
That is a tremendous job on the left side of that offensive line. Look at those blocks on the edge. And then clearly once you get out there as a back, you need perimeter blocking. And these wide receivers showing some unselfish play blocking downfield.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. The pass rush closing in. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, I think the true measure of a quarterback is not how you're playing when everything's going well, but how quickly can you bounce back from a mistake. And here, interceptions are going to happen, but what does the quarterback do moving forward? How quickly can he get back into rhythm?
Now for one more play here in the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Rayner. On the move now. Looks like he's going to run it. They make the tackle. That's going to be the final play of the first quarter. As we hit the quarter break, Notre Dame has the lead. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. Inside the 35. Breaks it. Here he goes. It's a foot race. They won't catch him. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Chris, everything is perfect here. The offensive line did a great job. The timing of the play call is perfect. You get that defense upfield, and then the execution from the quarterback and running back. Good timing, and then you've got him in space on the outside. That is a great play for a touchdown. I tell you what, that is a quarterback's best friend. Short completion, taking the distance, you bet. Shows up on the stat sheet.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The back's got it. moves the ball up to the 30. Here's the second down play. Handoff to the back. He shreds the tackle. That's a nice stiff arm. Doesn't produce much, just a small gain.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're...
Wait, check this out, Joel. The offense is going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Bring him down, but not before he converts that 4th down play. He'll be ruled down there, but a 4th down conversion with plenty to spare.
Well, on 4th and 1, you know what's coming, and if the defense is going to give you that option, then just take it. An easy run for a 1st down.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
That's really solid defense, being gap sound here in their defensive front 7. And they're doing a great job against this run game. They knew that that was going to be a point of emphasis here today. They wanted to stop the run first, and they're doing that.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. And the Fighting Irish will call their first timeout. They'll come together here and discuss the call on this 4th down play. Offense trying to convert again on 4th down. They'll go for it. Looking to throw here. And it's incomplete on 4th down. The offense will now take over in plus territory. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out.
This is always such an important part of the game. You're leading into halftime. You're trying to create momentum. And even with the lead, trying to be aggressive, stay on the field, and get a score. This is one of those moments that you're trying to really put the hammer down, but here it does not go their way.
And now the handoff. Warner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it. He's got space. He's in the clear.
Well, when you can run the football like this, everything is at your disposal. You can go play action. You can throw it down the field. This offensive line is doing a great job. Huge hole in the back. He's being explosive.
Handoff heading left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now Notre Dame will spend their 2nd timeout. They still have one more in their pocket for the rest of the half. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. Looking to throw. It's Rayner. Caught in the backfield. It's Durham. Defense flies in to make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
That screen didn't fool anyone. This defense was all over it. You can see the pursuit, and at that point as a quarterback, you might want to just throw it at their feet, burn the ball, because, man, you're taking a big loss by trying to complete that screen pass. Defense was all over it.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So they elect to send out the field goal unit, trying to add 3 points to their total before the end of the half. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
Return begins inside the 10. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And the Wildcats will kick this away to begin the second half. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he steps out of bounds at the 26. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's an out route. The catch made. Goes out of bounds, but a solid gain. He's just short of the 40.
Yeah, I love the timing here of this out route. Chris, this ball has got to be thrown before the wide receiver breaks. The quarterback understands that, and that's what he sees. It's also imperative that he knows that he's got off coverage from that corner. That corner needs to have what's called deep responsibility. If he does, it's considered free access, and all you need to do is throw that ball on time, which he does for the completion.
And here's the handoff. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. Look at them stay in their rush lanes, get a nice stop.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the out route. He stopped short at that first down marker. It's going to bring up 4th and 3. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop. So the choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time. Receiver in motion now. Grab behind the line, it's Rogers. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. They get just 2 yards on the pass play. Now it's 2nd down and 8 coming up. Back to pass. It's Rayner. Grab down the middle. It's Rogers. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down.
Well, Chris, this defense is going to have to change something up. The quarterback is way too comfortable. These wide receivers are winning on the outside. This passing game is in rhythm, so the defense has got to change, whether it's coverage and or blitz.
He's got a crease. Goes out of bounds, but they're inside the 15 now. The continue to lean in the running back. He's had a solid game. And when you're ahead on the scoreboard, Joe, you love to be able to just turn and hand the ball off to a guy like this.
Well, Chris, this is certainly their DNA as a program. You're going to try to ride those body blows that you had early in this game to more sustained success later in the game. Look for them to continue to lean into this run game. And as we've seen in previous weeks, that's when they really start chewing up the yardage. This defense is going to have to answer for what's going on with this offensive line in this run game. You cannot sit there and give up 5 and 6 yards on these run plays. You're going to have to commit more resources. Expect the safety to get up near the line of scrimmage.
And the pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
You know, this is such good defense. Even if he catches this, I don't think he's getting much. It's thrown fairly short. Defense is there. Incomplete. Seems kind of nondescript.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Caught near the goal line. And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line.
That is a good completion from this quarterback. In this part of the field, everything is reduced down and restricted. The lanes are tighter, the windows are smaller, and they're able to get this conversion and create a 1st and goal. That's a really good job by this offense.
The Wildcats hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And brought down at the line by that big defensive tackle.
Great job up front by this defensive line, these linebackers. You can see that this quarterback was a bit confused. He hands the football off on the RPO, but there's nowhere to go. No gain. Great job by this defense.
They feed the fullback this time. No, he doesn't get in. They rise up and stop him short of the end zone. They get closer, but now they line up on 3rd and goal from the 1. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up 4th down and short.
This is exactly what they desperately needed, is a big stop here on 3rd and goal, and they're able to win up front to do it. Tremendous work by this front 7. They get into the backfield, create a negative play, and now a decision to make on the opposite side. It's 4th and goal. Do they kick it, or do they go for it?
Dropping back, it's Rayner. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Arizona. Caught in the end zone. They throw for the score.
Tight ends are such a threat in this area of the field. And, Chris, you got to go to the matchups, the big body players. This is like basketball on grass. Post them up, throw it in the end zone, and it's a touchdown.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. Extra point puts them up 9 now. Arizona has the lead here. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. And there's the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Dunks it down to the back. Caught. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense told us they were going to be ready for these completions at or near the line of scrimmage, and that was going to be a big part of their plan, and you can see that paying off here. Good pursuit, good job tackling in space, and that's a completion for no gain.
Gets nothing again. Sets up a 4th and short.
This is a gotta have it down, and as a play caller, you've got to put your absolute best foot forward. You don't get this, you don't have a chance. Their best play call right here.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Now with 1 second left on the play clock, they'll spend a timeout. They still have 2 more to work with here in the final quarter. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. After all that, heaves it deep down the middle. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. He'll be ruled down, but has enough for a first down with plenty to spare.
Well, being down in this game, Chris, they're forced into these opportunities where they have to be aggressive on 4th down. But that's a good conversion. Now, the challenge is to maintain the momentum.
Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Tackled after the return, but a huge takeaway. Could be a momentum shift right there. Grinding away on the ground. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
These run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you. Vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage 2nd and 3rd down opportunities.
2nd down play coming up. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. They'll run it to the left. He's got the 40. Breaks into the clear. Now here he goes. And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run.
That feels like a touchdown-saving tackle right there to get him onto the ground. What is that, 40-plus yards on the game? But this defensive front 7 has got to do something different up front because they're getting eaten alive by this offensive line.
And the Wildcats spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they spend a timeout now after gaining the 1st down. After the huge play, they're pounding on the door. It's 1st and goal at the 3. They'll try to run this one in. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now Notre Dame will spend their 2nd timeout. The decision to make here. What are they going to do on this 2nd down? And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
I love that this offense doesn't get bored taking the profit. If this defense can't stop this back, then give him the ball and he can...